Oh, it's episode 8 of Fire Pro Wrestling's favorite show of the week, the Undercard. This is the Undercard, Season 3, Episode 8, Gold Rush. And I gotta tell you right now, this is a pay-per-view quality show. If you want to see some huge matchups, you better tune in and tune up the band, because it's going to be one hell of a show. Welcome back. We have every single championship on the line. That means tag team belts on the line. That means junior weight championship will be on the line. And of course, in our main event, it is the Undercard Championship on the line, as Mike Tyson will defend the belt against the person that he has actually faced against before, but it wasn't a title match then, but it's a title match now. So that's quite an interesting story developing here, right here, only live on Twitch and later posted on YouTube. If you are following me on Twitch, go check out the YouTube channel as well, just in case you miss anything or you want to rewatch anything. It's just another way to watch the show and support me. So let's get into it. We've also got a #1 contenders match. We've also got a couple other crazy matches. I would say that pound for pound, this is the biggest show we've had this season, period. Like, this is actually, like, SummerSlam quality matches here. We've got the Tag Team Championship on the line, as Brock Lesnar and Colt Cabana are going to defend those belts against Metalik and Lince Dorado Lucha House Party. Then we've got Andre the Giant returning to action against Lex Luger. Then we have Molly Holly facing off against Tenille Dashwood. They were in a tag match last week. Now they're facing each other this week. We've also got the #1 contendership, Steel Johnson, Brian Cage. Winner of that match will get a title shot next week. We've got the junior weight championship, as Kiryu is going to defend against Mickie James. That'll be an interesting match. And we've got Lacey Evans, who has 0 points, by the way. So if she doesn't win this, she's pretty much out of the show, and we probably won't see her again. She has to fight off against the Good Brothers. That's a 2-on-1 handicap match, unfortunately, for Lacey Evans. It's going to be an uphill battle. Will she be able to hit the women's right 2 times? We'll find out later today. And like I said, in our main event, we've got Spawn versus Mike Tyson. This is, I believe, their second time facing off, because I know that they've met before, and Tyson won the first time, but this time it's for the title, and Tyson has to defend. And the winner of this match, either way, if it's Spawn or Tyson, will face the winner of Steel versus Cage. So it's gonna be a big show. It's gonna be a big one. It's all about that gold, baby, and we're starting off with gold on the line. Tag team action. Lucha House Party versus Brock and Colt Cabana, which is an interesting team, but, Brock Lesnar is such a dominant athlete. I'm worried that the tag team division they're not ready for him. Here we go. The big man, the beast. Brock Lesnar, such an imposing force by himself, and just in case he ever gets tired of beating the crap out of people, he can just walk over to his corner and tagging Colt Cabana at any time he damn well pleases, just suplexing Metalik all over the place. And Metalique's gonna try to drive his face into the corner. It didn't work out there. Lince Dorado in the match now, working together, trying to take down Brock Lesnar, and they do it with an elbow, distracting him. You know, he's outnumbered here, but it doesn't matter as he got the Kimura locked in there, and a German. There's one suplex out of the way. We're looking for a couple more of those. Suplex City, bit. Clothesline, almost taking off the head of Lince Dorado, hanging him upside down with the stretch muffler. Lince Dorado wearing gold because it is Gold Rush. And a double suplex from Cabana and Lesnar working together, going behind, punching in the face, elbows to the face of Cabana there, rolling up for a cover. 1. This is a 3 count type of match, as we do every match. Rules are the same here. No DQ, no count out, unlimited time for a title match. We've got 3 of them here. This is one of the 3. Off the ropes. Nice splash there by Metalik. Tag to Lince, tag to Lesnar. Everyone's in the match now. Clothesline. Taking down Lesnar. And you would think, uh-oh, wait a minute, F5! I think that's the first F5 of the season. 1, 2, and Metalik couldn't get there in time, but somehow Lince Dorado kicked out at 2.9. Holy cow. I was going to say, you would think that Metalik and Lince have an advantage with the speed, but it doesn't look like any of that Lucha speed is helping them right here in this match. They just don't know how to defeat the Conqueror in Brock Lesnar. He's far too dominant by himself. Colt Cabana just has to stand back and watch. He's having a vacation there over in the corner. Brock Lesnar's trying to choke the life out of Lince, and an F5 for Metalik! Oh my goodness. And a suplex for Lince. Brock Lesnar's going to work! And this is what he does. This is what he does for a living, and he makes it look easy. This is ridiculous. Off the rope. DDT. 1 count in the middle of the match. In the middle of the ring, off the ropes we go, and over the shoulder boulder holder. Colt Cabana in the center, getting rolled up there. That was almost like an act of desperation by Metalik as he knocks down his opponents and tags in his partner. And another double arm DDT by Colt Cabana. Brock Lesnar with a shooting star! Holy crap! He's pulling out all the stops. We told him it was a pay-per-view. He's taking it too seriously now. It's been a while since I've seen him do that. 300 plus pounder just going over with the Germans. In the rope there though. Good call by the referee, and another F5. Another one to Lince. Metalik's got to get there, and he does. That's the only way Lince and Metalik are going to save each other. F5 again. I can't believe the brutality I'm seeing right now as Colt Cabana has Lince bent backwards in that Lion Tamer type submission, and they have to work together somehow, some way. They've got to overcome the odds, and another F5. Brock Lesnar is just showing the beast that he is and completely dominating this match. And another one to Metalik. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a crap about the well-being of these men. He's taking liberties now. He's trying to hurt somebody. And I think he's having fun with it too. Suplex by Grand Metalik. I don't know how this guy is standing right now after all the punishment he's taken. Off the ropes, Colt Cabana, wait a minute, ducking under, tags to Lesnar, good idea. Get the big man in to do more damage. Throwing Metalik on the outside, anything goes! Sledgehammer, I think he might have hit Lesnar. Miscommunication could cost him here. Double backdrop on the outside. Referee's got to get control of this, and oh my God! Lince Dorado's been knocked out. Now it's up to Metalik. I've never seen this in a tag match where one person gets knocked out. F5 on the outside. This is all Lesnar all day. We need a medic out here. Lince Dorado is dead. Holy shit. Got to get him back in the ring. This is pretty much a loss for the Lucha House Party, unless Metalik can have some kind of crazy comeback here. Not really sure what he's gonna do. Lesnar continuing the punishment on the outside. Metalik back in the ring, has to avoid the tag move, and he's in a chokehold. Referee's gonna call it. Referee had no choice but to just say, look, you've got to quit now before somebody else gets hurt. My God. Somebody check on Lince. He got knocked out by a German suplex on the outside, dude. That was disgusting. Next up, we've got Andre versus Lex Luger. What a dominant performance by Lesnar in this match. And if you want to talk about dominance, let's talk about Andre the Giant. This guy was undefeated for 2.5 seasons of the show until he ran into Kazuma Kiryu in that title match and somehow got knocked out. He got punched right in the face and finally was beaten. And then he ran into Lucha House Party, who somehow worked together to defeat Andre. So Andre's kind of, I don't want to say he's in a slump, because I mean he only lost 2 matches and that's still pretty good. That's a very impressive record as far as wrestling goes. I mean, that's still like up there with some of the greatest of all time. We're talking, you know, Andre the Giant, the star of the show, going up against Lex Luger here, a man that's all about the power. But how much power do you have against the world's largest athlete? Does any of that power even match Andre? This man is the 8th wonder of the world, for Christ's sakes. Uh-oh, in the corner we go, driving the shoulder into the gut, taking down the big man. Lex is usually not the smaller guy in a match, so it's interesting to watch him work uphill here. Gets knocked down easily. Andre driving the knees into that midsection. Lex has to work smart, not hard. Has to avoid big damage. Elbow drop. Andre looking for a win here, wants to get back up in the rankings. Hopefully to get another title shot at one point, and a tombstone cover. It might be over, no. Using the finisher early. A lot of these guys have been showing off their finishers lately. We saw a couple F5s in the last match, and I'm glad to see it, I gotta tell you. That's what we want. We want to see the big move. It's all about that showmanship. And wait a minute, nice reversal by Luger, but he gets pushed off. And Andre the Giant just slaps him back down. Suplex rolling to the outside for safety. Lex Luger is going to take a breather here, and Andre's bringing in a steel chair. Not sure that's legal, ref. Gonna count on it. Not sure what that's about. One, I think these referees are following the Japanese rules where you can use a weapon for like 5 seconds or something, but hey, we're just gonna have to continue the show. The show must go on. Hits a tombstone this time. Picks him back up, knocks him back down. Andre spinning around the world. Oh boy. Threw him through a portal. Manhattan drop. Here's the combo. Nice shoulder block this time by Lex Luger. Goes to work, continuing the pressure with the submission hold. Pedigree. The originator of that move. Y'all thought it was Triple H that invented it. Actually, it was Andre the Giant, and Triple H copied the move from Andre. And another big move by Andre. I thought that was going to be a pedigree, but he turned it into a suplex. And almost a 3 count there as Andre just continuing his dominance in this match. But Lex Luger knocks down the Giant, puts him in a sleeper hold, trying to choke him out, trying to take the air out of the pipes. And oh boy, Andre looked a little bit gassed there. We know he can't last too long. You know, he's got to carry his own weight. That's 500 pounds of man flesh that he's carrying around. And another modified tombstone by Andre, but he's too tired to cover. Too tired to follow up here as Lex Luger has to do something. Take advantage of the situation. Doing a little dance. Trying to taunt the opponent. Andre's feeling himself now. Back to work. Back to where he used to be. Trying to remain on top. Looking for a victory. Referee making sure this is all clean. And a power slam by Lex Luger as he flexes on all of us. The audience loves to see it, and Andre just scoops him back down. One hit for one hit, and the power of Andre showing right here as he just slaps down Lex Luger. Imagine that giant hand, the world's largest hand, slapping you in the chest. That's like being smacked by a frying pan, for Christ's sakes. That's not gonna feel good in the morning as he just clubs down the opponent in the corner. Chair still in play here. We gotta watch where that steel is and where they're landing, because that's gonna do a lot of damage if you land on that. Oh, and he's just clubbing on him now. Andre's just toying with his food like an animal. This is hard to watch now. Lex Luger in trouble. Almost got finished off by the elbow. Military press slam. That's 500 pounds over his head. What a feat of strength. Lex Luger trying to be the hero that we all need and deserve here. Can he get a big win over Andre? I would say this would be the biggest win of the season for Lex if he could do this, because that shuts down Andre's chances even more. And we're getting, like, we just went over halfway, so we're getting over that hump of, like, the midsection of the season. So, you know, it's going to take a while for Andre to get the points back. He's going to have to win a couple matches in a row, and he might get one here, but he doesn't. 2.9 as Lex Luger just powers out, using all of that muscle and mass against Andre here. 17 minutes in. Flex is on him. Everybody's flexing. They're all showing off their muscles. Oh, and a butterfly in the center. Andre's got to take another deep breath, but Lex Luger is also groggy. Took a lot of damage there. Axe bomber. Old school style. Hubbing him down. On the shoulders. Gut buster. Still repping the red, white, and blue. Viva La America. 1, 2. And oh, Andre almost lost there. That would have been devastating for him. All the points matter. Especially, I would say, more in the second half of the season, you know, where it's like time is running out, your chances are getting more slim, and Lex Luger's trying to do the impossible headbutt, gets stomped on, and I thought it was over. I honestly thought it was over. We've only got 10 more minutes in the match here. because this is a regular non-title match. And those only have a 30-minute time limit. Oh boy, what a backbreaker there. Just snapping the ribs right in half and spinning him around. I'm getting dizzy. Into the corner we go. Wait a minute. Andre has different ideas, but he's hurt. Lex has been doing some damage in this match. Pretty impressive performance. Pile driver. Not on the chair, but still effective. Cover. 1, 2. Mike Armstrong was going for a 3. But Andre said, I don't think so. I am giant. I must win. 1, 2. And Andre almost got it there. They're very even. More even than I thought anyone expected here. Andre's calling for it. He wants to end this one as soon as he can now. Every second counts. The longer this match goes, the better it favors Lex Luger. Andre's got low endurance, but a lot of durability. Desperation roll over, but that's not going to do it. It's the shoulders up. Knockdown, elbow. Big move coming, but wait a minute. A reversal at the last second by Andre, who just drives his skull against Lex Luger's. And a scoop slam outside of the ring. Lex is going to take a second to recover any stamina here. Needs that momentum in his favor. We're running short on time for this match. What's he going to do here? Tombstone. Wait a minute, he got right back up. How the hell did Lex Luger stand right back up? Torture rack! It could be over! Andre's in trouble! He's feeling the pain on his spine! Oh my god, that's like his own weight working against him. Elbow drop! The chair was there! But no! God damn it, it's not over. 1, 2. Oh, that looked like maybe a fast count. Even the ref wants this one to be over. Andre the Giant's never had a timeout match before, by the way. We've never had an expiration, and I don't think we will here as he finally gets it with another modified tombstone right in the ring. Got the job done, and Lex unfortunately falls to Andre. Let me check my notes for the points here. So, Lesnar won. Lesnar and Colt won, right? And Andre finally got another point here, which is good for him, but bad for all of us. We've got Molly Holly versus Tenille Dashwood, and like I said earlier, they were in a tag match last week together as partners, and now they have to face each other.
Fight!
This one I think should be a little bit more even. Molly Holly obviously has the edge in experience and probably durability as well. But Tenille is very innovative, and she believes that she's a star. You know, she's got a big Instagram following. We always talk about this. She's very into the whole social media thing, and if you guys want to follow me on Insta, feel free to do that. It's just Underdog Films. I post about movies on there. And a nice rollover, but no count. Too early in the match to get a win here. I think you want to inflict damage, although a lot of pinfalls, eventually you'll get a 3, you know. I think they just want to speed this one up. I think Tenille just wants to get this one over with. That's what it looks like to me. She doesn't even want to waste her time. She's too busy. She's got a big schedule. She's got somewhere to fly off to. She doesn't have time for this match. She's got bigger and better things to do, apparently. And a suplex by Molly Holly in the corner here. Tenille in the red, Molly Holly in the blue. For anyone unfamiliar, Molly Holly is kind of like a little bit of a hardcore legend, almost. Back when they had that hardcore championship, which kind of acted like the current 24/7 championship. But here in the undercard, the only championship that Molly Holly even has a chance at is the junior weight, but I think she needs a win here first. Ooh, big power bomb by Tenille.
5 minutes gone.
Everybody knows how to do a power bomb. What is the referee doing? He's running all over the place! And now we've got an airplane spin and everyone's getting dizzy! Tenille just slams her down after that airplane spin. Turned it into like a Death Valley driver, and now they're striking at each other. Who's gonna get the edge? Oh, it's Tenille with that mid kick. She's got like kick pads on her boot to protect her own shins while she's kicking the shit out of you. Oh, big elbow. Gonna turn it into a nice combo. Tenille laying on the offense. Gotta get out of the way! No, she doesn't. Cartwheel elbow by Molly Holly, is gonna get spun around again. And this actually could bite back at Tenille. You know, she's spinning too, so they're both getting dizzy off of that. I don't know if it's really that effective of a move. Off the ropes, here comes the drop kick, and she gets it. Sidewalk slam to break it up. Just slowing down the pace as Molly Holly looks like she might be weak to the speed of Tenille here. Tenille keeps going for these quick pins, and it might be working for her. As Molly Holly barely slipped out of that backslide, but now hits an elbow, and Tenille hits one of her own, going for the powerbomb again. Not sure how much power Tenille's really putting into that move, but it still hurts when you land on the back of your head. And again with the airplane spin, Molly Holly is going to be groggy after this. Let's see how Tenille follows it up, and she just doesn't. Molly Holly sidesteps her, knocks her down, and now Tenille's gonna hit a nice suplex. Wait a minute, counter there. Molly Holly slipped out of it, and a counter with the armbar. Back and forth action here live on the show. This is episode 8, Gold Rush. We already saw one title defense. Will we see another here later today? You're not gonna want to miss these matches. This is the highest quality of wrestling that Fire Pro has shown to date. I do this show as often as I can, trying to rush through the season, because I want to do another. I want to do more. I'm just enjoying it, and I hope you all are too, as Tenille hits a big-time clothesline here, almost 12 minutes into the match, but Molly Holly's going to fight back with a big-time suplex. Working on the arm. The audience starting to root for Molly Holly. What a story this would be if she could get a win over the younger competitor. Full speed ahead with the Bulldog. Get up. Slams her back down. Gonna take a second to recover. Tenille not happy about that. She says, I'm gonna miss my flight. 1, 2, cross body gets it. Tenille out of nowhere with a full speed, and she's doing the Emma dance. Wow, that was literally out of nowhere. Tenille Dashwood with another point in the win column. We got number one contendership, Steel Johnson versus Brian Cage. And that means that the winner will face either Spawn or Mike Tyson in the main event next week. And these are two big guys with mohawks. Simple as that. Welcome to the show. Holy crap. You've never seen this game? It's kind of old, actually. Fire Pro's been around for a while. Just a wrestling simulation game, and we do a weekly show here. You got Brian Cage from AEW versus Steel Johnson, who's actually one of our trainers. We have a training facility backstage, and Steel Johnson teaches people how to wrestle. And now he's trying to teach Brian Cage a lesson. We'll see how it works out for him. Got him in a camel clutch there. Steel Johnson in the army pants. Brian Cage wearing black here. Big muscle on muscle. Nothing fancy about this match. It's going to be technical wrestling versus power style. Oh, God, and a pile driver right away. Oh, put him in a big-time elbow bar. Bending the arm backwards into the corner. Brian Cage waiting a second. Playing patient, trying to be smart about it. But Steel is going to work his way here to scoop him down. Dancing around, trying to find some footing. Brian Cage has been very impressive as of late. Steel Johnson has something to say about it. Cover. Not much there. Not sure he should have done that. Headbutt. Using the mohawk for the headbutt. I'm not sure if that gives him like extra damage or what.
1, 2.
Back in the ring we go. Brian Cage putting the hands up, trying to block any strike. Going for a big time spear, but misses. Headlock in the corner, gonna get the rope break. Elbow. From behind. Oh, wait a minute. Got hit right in the eyeball. And gets knocked down here. Pretty even match so far. And this is about what we expected. Not really sure who's stronger. You would assume that Brian Cage, the Machine, is the stronger guy, but you can't underestimate Steel Johnson. We've seen some impressive things from him lately as well. And now going into the corner. Oh, big time splash and crashes. That wasn't a botch. That was just a smart move by Steel Johnson to step out of the way. Clothesline there. Gonna cover quickly as the referee only goes for a 1 count. Stalling suplex. Letting the blood rush to the head. Elbow in the center of the ring. Spear! This time he hits it. And a running clothesline. Brian Cage starting to get something going here. Pile driver! Steel Johnson's gonna strike back with a finisher. Collar! 1, 2! Oh boy. That would have been a big loss as he ducks under the crossbody. And just pummels Brian Cage in the corner here. German rope break. Steel Johnson's got to be focused. He's got to know where he is in the ring. Ring awareness is a big thing, especially in a match like this where it's #1 contendership. This is more than just about a point. This is about getting yourself into that title picture finally, after all the hard work you've done. Episode after episode. Climbing the ladder, trying to grab that brass ring, and Brian Cage with a big move. think the crowd's finally behind Brian Cage here as the Machine stands back up, takes a little breath, and goes head to head with Steel Johnson, who suplexes him. Gonna go for this armbar maneuver again. That looks really painful. Ooh! What is that? Elbow drop straight to the face. Heel is back to his feet, and Cage hits the sidewalk slam. Steel versus Cage, but it's not in a steel cage. Desperation takedown. Trying to just create some separation. Walks out of the way of that drop kick. And what a match we have here. Muscle on muscle. Man versus man. Power slam we go. And he's trying to drag him out of the corner there. Looking for something else as Brian Cage looks a little bit tired. Wait a minute. Cobra clutch and bending him over the knee. What a move. Steel Johnson pulling that out of his ass and hitting the pile driver for a third time in this match. Brian Cage could be in trouble. It could be over. And it is. It is over. Steel Johnson will face the winner of our main event. Either Spawn or Mike Tyson. Because in the undercard, anything is possible. I feel a little bit for Cage. I was kind of rooting for Brian Cage a little bit, to be honest. I know I'm the commentator, I'm supposed to be impartial, but there's a couple of our performers that I like a lot. I'm a big fan of Brian Cage right now. I think what he's doing in AEW is very impressive. And I think that Steel Johnson getting a title shot is kind of an interesting story. Going from trainer to champion? I'm not averse to that. Next up, we've got Mickie James versus Kazuma Kiryu in the Junior Weight Championship match. Kazuma Kiryu, obviously from the Yakuza series. He likes to do karaoke in his spare time, and Mickie James likes to sing country in her spare time. As this match gets started underway, I have to mention the fact that Kiryu defeated Andre, right? But then he lost to Tyson. But he's still the junior weight champion, so he's got to defend this championship all the time. Big kick to the back. Only 1 minute into this match and a flapjack. Mickie James, hardcore country. That's the strength here. Ooh, goes for the drop down. Kiryu with those fast strikes, using the rush style. He does a lot of different styles of kung fu, I guess you could call it. Got different fighting styles that he likes to use. Famous for that dragon style. You never know what he's going to do. He's very unpredictable. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think the unpredictability of Kiryu is his biggest asset. That's his biggest attribute point, period. I don't know what he's going to do next. And his opponents don't know what he's going to do next. He could swing you around like he just did to Mickie James, or he could hit you with a kick or a strike or a diving move! Oh my goodness. Or he could spin you around again. Mickie James might be in trouble here. He's got to get something going. Ooh! I like that. Nice little rebound roll-up. Even though she didn't get a count off of it, I like seeing it. Elbows going straight into the face of Mickie James as she stands back up and starts her own offense. Double feet to the face. That can't feel good. Anything goes here in the undercard. Women can face men. mystical figures can face boxers. Comic book characters can come to life. And we have a time machine. Anything's possible. Buzzsaw kick! Tajiri style. Goes for the cover. Trying to retain his championship, but he can't do it there as Mickie James just kicked out at the last second. Lucha is pressed by Mickie. Bam with the feet. And he's going to drop her back down. Emerald Fusion style slam there, and he gets it. Wow. One big move by Kiryu is all he needed. Kiryu retaining his title week in and week out, just defending all the time. And if we want to talk about the point system, every win equals 1 point. Kiryu is officially in first place, which means after the Steel Johnson title match next week, Kiryu will be the next contender. That's how it works. So Kiryu's gonna either face Steel Johnson in like 2 weeks, or he's gonna face the winner of Spawn versus Tyson. That's how it works. Okay? Just making sure everybody understands. We've got Lacey Evans, who's at the bottom of the ranking. She actually has 0 points. We're at episode 8, and she has 0, which is embarrassing for her because she thinks that she's a top-level competitor, but she just hasn't gotten the chance to prove it, and she has to go up against the Good Brothers here. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a 2v1 handicap match, and I guess they're both legal. This is almost like a tornado style where both men can be in the match at the same time, and Lacey Evans is just going to have to knock them down and start doing some big moves. She's got to create separation, I think. Uh-oh! Magic Killer! And she's in trouble already. This one's not going to last long, I don't think. I would say that numbers have the advantage. I think he screwed up that suplex. They're too adamant to go at her, and they have to work together. That could be their fault there. Backdrop. Lacey Evans, the Southern Belle, the classy lady. But she's got a big right hand. She got a big striking move, and we've seen her punch people directly in the face. Takedown there by Carl Anderson. And the tag finisher again. They like to spam that. 1, 2, both men standing on her. Looking for a 3 count, but she kicks out. She had no choice there. This could be the last we see of Lacey Evans.
1,
as Gallows
2,
is going to follow
3.
her on the outside, but she throws him back in. Lacey Evans against the ropes. Spinebuster by Anderson. Shoutouts to Arn Anderson. That rebound spinebuster in the corner now as Gallows just slams his head against hers, knocking her down, doing a lot of damage from behind. Nothing to follow up. She doesn't have a lot of time because both of the guys are just right on her foot. Right on her heels. Her foot. Her feet. Bot! Commentary bot. From behind, just driving him against the mat there. She just has to keep it basic and simple, and I think that's what she's trying to do is she knocks them both down. But they're working together against her. Lacey Evans. Using those kicks, trying to go for a submission. It gets broken up right away. She's got to do quick moves here. I think that's her only chance. And a backdrop this time from the big man Gallows. And Anderson driving the elbows into her face. And a brain buster right in the center. And she felt that one. Big move coming. And another black magic killer. And this might just kill her. And it does. Lacey Evans is pretty much gone. Thanks for coming, honey. Thanks for joining the show. That's pretty much what we all expected. I gotta admit, I gave her the opportunity. And she just couldn't do it. Y'all say it's not fair. I say, this is the undercard. This is serious level competition, right? If you can't make it, there's the door. You're welcome to leave. And now, for our main event, we've got Mike Tyson defending the Undercard Championship against Spawn. They fought before. They're going to meet again. And I really don't know what's going to happen this time. No idea. Because it's just two completely different types of characters. It's like an anti-hero, super-powered, half-demon guy versus one of the most dominant boxers in sports entertainment history. And I say entertainment because Tyson has ties with WWE/WWF, and he's even been on AEW. Like, this guy is a big fan of the product, and now he's here, and he's our champion. And everything's canon. Ding dong. Spawn going for a low blow. Not afraid to go blow for blow with Tyson, and that's saying a lot. I don't think Spawn fears anybody. But if he was gonna fear anybody, it would have to be the baddest man on the planet, as Tyson is just stalking him with that boxing stance with a big fist up. Oh, going for the cutter, sidestepped it. Spawn taking a couple hits there. Tyson just gonna stomp on him. I believe Tyson had 11 knockouts in a row when he was a boxing champion, which is crazy. If you think about that. That scares me, thinking about how dominant of a champion he could become here. I mean, he's the only guy to beat Kiryu. Can he beat Spawn here? That's the question. Dragging him out to the center. Here comes the big fists. We've seen how much damage that can do. We've seen that bust people open. You don't really have a choice but to cover up. Wheel shot! Signature move by Spawn. Didn't seem very effective though. Tyson stood right back up, and wait a minute. Stepping out of the way. Got him in the corner. And these are just free shots straight to the face. Spawn now back into the corner. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Latch lock. Ending those arms backwards. Had to kick him in the shin. Playing a little bit dirty here, and I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. Spawn's gonna be in trouble in the corner. Or I mean, sorry, the center. He's gonna be in trouble anywhere he goes, and he's busted open. Tyson has wounded Spawn. I thought his blood was green, but I guess it's red here in the Undercard universe. I don't know if that really matters. Bending his leg back. Tyson tends to go for these submissions every now and then. I think he's just trying to appease to the fans. Oh God, what a clothesline. Turning Spawn upside down. As I'm just so excited, I'm tripping over my own words here. Because this is a main event. This is a crazy match we have here. Going for a cutter. Spawn just watches him do it. You can't hit me with that. Spawn's got to win this one for Wanda. Clothesline and a kick. Clothesline again. And a couple stomps to follow it up. And Spawn now going up top and crashing down on Tyson. Not sure if it did a lot of damage. But here comes the strikes. Boom, 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 boom. The blood pouring out of the face, out of that mask of Spawn. And Tyson Focusing on the wound. He sees the gash. And he wants to open them up even more. He wants to create a lot of damage here. Can you lose via blood loss? I mean, you could pass out from blood loss. So, Tyson is in advantage, I would say. Champion's advantage. Spawn's got him locked in. 11 minutes, ducks under. Hits him with a low blow. What a counter by Spawn. That could be the turn of the tide. If Spawn can just apply enough pressure to get a big move, this one could turn around here. But it looks like it's all Tyson, and it could be all she wrote. And it is! Tyson with the strikes and the TKO finish. And again, Tyson doing too much damage with the big boxing gloves. Wow. That means it's going to be Tyson versus Steel Johnson next week. We can actually book next week's show here too, because it's not like going to be a huge show. It's not going to be the quality that this one was. It's going to be kind of a cool down period. Before the next big show. Kind of how we book things, you know? Give people a chance to take a step forward. Human resources. Would you like to offer a contract? You just missed it, Dan. Kiryu won, and Mike Tyson won. So, all the titles were defended today. The tag titles were defended, the junior weight title was defended, and the main undercard championship was defended successfully. We're gonna increase pay for a couple of these people. Andre won a match. I like that Brock Lesnar and Colt Cabana are in a tag team, and Brock's making like $4,000 a week, and Colt's making like $1,000 a week. Which, see, that's pretty much accurate, though. It would be that way. Brock Lesnar's the, you know, he's the draw in that tag. Without question. It's not even a comparison at all whatsoever. Tenille also won a match, so we'll give her a little bonus. So they're wrestling for actual money, guys. Money is on the line here. Can't really lose money, but you can get a big bonus here if you win. Lacey is pretty much gone. Like, she lost. She's out. We did give him an increase, right? You can only increase their salary once per week. Or month, whatever. We're gonna sell t-shirts and masks. Because we have a Lucha house party, so we gotta sell masks. And we're gonna save. Just so I don't have to do that again. And then we go to event, book event. We already know our main event, so you get to watch me book the show like normal. This is what I always do. So this first match, is not a title match. So it's just gonna be a normal match. And I gotta check my notes to make sure we're doing even booking, so it's fair for everybody. And everybody's kind of low points here. Or, well, most people are pretty low still. So I want to give people at the bottom chances. So Curtis Axel hasn't been around for a while, right? I think he took like a week or two off. So we can get this Axhole in here. Curtis Axel versus either Jerry Lynn, Lex Luger, Mickie James, Sandman, or Molly Holly. Those are the people he's evenly booked with. I feel like he might have already fought Jerry Lynn. I don't remember, but I feel like he fought somebody that was experienced. He also fought Brian Cage already. I know that. Oh, let's put him against. Oh, we could do Amazing Red. Forgot we even had Amazing Red. We could do Curtis Axel versus Amazing Red for an opener. They're both at 2 points. I didn't even see them because it's like alphabetical. Yeah, we can go alphabetical. It makes it easier sometimes. Then we have Becky Lynch, who kind of needs a win too. And she can face either Mickie James again, which would not. No, we'll do her against Molly Holly. In match number 2. And then we got Jerry Lynn just lost recently, didn't he? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do where is he? Where's the J? Jake Roberts versus Scorpio Sky. Because they're both like kinda at the bottom still too. I don't know how they're gonna recover. They're gonna each have to win every match for the rest of the season to even have a chance at a title. I mean, the title's not everything, but it is kind of the point of the show. Like, the point of the undercard, for anyone that hasn't been watching or paying attention, is you want to win as many times as you can, right? You want to be as dominant as you can. You want to get those points. And then you want to win the title, and then you want to defend the title, and then you, at the main event of the final episode, you win a chance to go to the next season. That's kind of the point. Is like it's kind of like a race. You want to be in first the whole time, then you want to win, and you get to race again. Why we had Andre here for like 3 seasons, because he was so dominant, nobody could beat him. I would say Kiryu is the most dominant this season. But Kiryu's gonna take a week off here. Let's get a non title tag match. Get the Good Brothers versus Jerry Lynn and somebody. Maybe JTG. I know that's a weird name. Or Sandman. Jerry Lynn and Sandman sounds like a better team to me. Which means JTG has to be in a singles match. He already fought Mickie James. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. Lex Luger just lost. Lacey Evans is pretty much done for. Yeah, let's do Grand Metalik. I didn't even know he had a blue costume. Ew, what is this? All black costume? Gross. I gotta fix that. I don't know if I can though. I feel like that would screw everything up. We'll give Andre another chance to win a point here. Andre... Andre's even... The only person Andre's even with is Brian Cage. So we could do that. What's up, Jackson? How you doing, man? You just missed the main show and we're booking the next episode. So it was match 1 and... Was it match 5 that was the title match last week? Yes. Okay. And we make sure this is ready for a title match. So we're gonna have Mike Tyson versus Steel Johnson. Steel Johnson won his #1 contendership. Gonna be a full house in front of 3,000 people. Wow. In front of 5,000 people. That sounds better. That's such a small show in terms of wrestling. For a card like with Andre the Giant and guys like Brock Lesnar on it in front of 5,000 people, it's like, what? But that's just how Fire Pro is. So then we save it. And that's a little behind the scenes of like how the booking and management stuff works for anybody that was curious. So that'll be next week. And I mean, it's not like an exciting show, but it's important to get those low people, the people that are at the bottom of the rankings, you know, one step closer. And it gives time for Kiryu to have a break before his big title match next week, or I mean the week after. Sorry, because the winner of Steel Johnson and Mike Tyson will face Kiryu. So, thank you for the follow, dude. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry you came at the end of the stream. These shows are really short. Like, the episode of the Undercard are usually about an hour. And I don't like to do back-to-back episodes, because it just wears out my throat. I tend to scream. But I really appreciate that. I'll be back tomorrow, though, for City Skylines, and that'll be like a full-length stream. That'll be like 3 to 4 hours, probably. So... I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Love you, bye!